unscheduled stops.
I'm definitely going to win the race today, Bertie.
We'll see about that. On your marks. Get set.
Not yet, Thomas!
See you later, Slowco.
Thomas, you must wait for the whistle.
Thomas and Bertie like to race each other to the end of the line. They both know that the first to the level crossing usually wins.
Thomas, slow down!
Bye-bye, Bertie.
Oh no! What's happening?
Don't worry, Bertie. We'll continue the race as soon as you're ready to go again. Unless you're just pretending to have a problem because I was winning.
But excuse me, I was clearly ahead, and I would have crossed first if there wasn't something wrong with my engine.
You've blown a gasket, Bertie.
Oh, but what about my passengers?
Maybe I could help. Some of your stops are close to my stations.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. What? Oh,
Is anything wrong, sir?
McColl's farm isn't very close to where I live. Bertie has another stop between the two stations.
Well, if Bertie can stop between stations, then so can I. Come on, everyone!
Is that a good idea, Thomas? You're only supposed to stop at actual stations.
It's fine. I'm just being really useful. What could possibly go wrong?
And so Thomas made his first unscheduled stop halfway to the next station.
This can only lead to trouble.
I quite agree, Annie.
And it seemed they were right.
Thomas, I don't suppose you could drop us before Trotter's farm near the windmill, could you?
Well, yes. All right. Why not?
Oh, but we can't just stop anywhere, Thomas.
We do have a schedule to follow.
Oh, it's only one more unscheduled stop.
But Thomas made a lot more unscheduled stops for Bertie's passengers. And he felt that he was being really useful.
You're all very welcome.
But his usual passengers were not very happy.
This is
I
ridiculous.
shall be late to the office.
We told you so.
You've made your usual passengers late.
Oh, well, I won't do it on the way back then.
But the word had spread, and people were waiting at the unscheduled stops.
Thomas, no!
You said you wouldn't.
But I can't just leave him there.
By the time Thomas got back to Knapford, he was very, very late indeed.
Sorry, sir. But Bertie broke down, and taking all his passengers delayed me a little.
You can say that again.
I know all about Bertie breaking down, Thomas, and unfortunately, he's not coming back anytime soon. You should expect extra passengers again tomorrow. And I expect you to be on time.
Oh.
The next day, Thomas decided he wouldn't make any unscheduled stops at all. But he didn't want to leave anyone stranded. So he did stop whenever he saw a passenger waiting. And so it went on. all day long.
Late again, Thomas. Taking Bertie's passengers shouldn't make that much difference. You're still stopping at the same stations.
Yes, sir, I am, but there are a lot more of them, so it takes longer when they get on and off.
Well, really?
Well, I'd better be off, sir.
The Fat Controller was becoming suspicious.
Oh, my heart! Oh, yes, so.
Thomas was on his way back to Knapford, but he was very late again.
You're going too fast, Thomas. My chassis is shuddering.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Sir, what are you doing here?
I know all about your unscheduled stops, Thomas. I've been following you.
Oh, I'm really sorry, sir. I was trying to help Bertie's passengers, but it got a bit out of control.
A bit?
I'll say.
Then you'll be pleased to know I've made other arrangements to help Bertie's passengers.
Bertie, he's back.
No, Thomas, he isn't.
Bulgy? But I thought you'd been turned into a hen house.
Oh, only for a while. Then I was a mobile vegetable stand. And now I'm back in service. And if you don't mind my saying so, we'd all be better off if everyone simply used roads instead of railways.
Now, Bulgy, don't go getting all anti-rail again, or I might find some chickens who need a place to live.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
And now that you don't have to worry about Bertie's passengers, I'll expect you to be bang on time for the rest of the day, Thomas.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Cheerio.
I don't suppose you fancy a race back to Knapford?
What? I certainly do not. Down with railways!
Down with railways? That sounded like a challenge to me.
No, Thomas! He said he didn't want to race.